Welcome to another edition of the Recruiting Scoop. I'm Jarret Johnson, and boy, is Joey McGuire and the Red Raiders hot on the recruiting trail. In the last week of me taping this, at least, Texas Tech has picked up 6 commits spread out over 3 classes. And 5 of those 6 commits visited Texas Tech last weekend, many of them for the Junior Day event. So what I thought I'd do now that signing day is over, the big game against UT is over, even this game in Morgantown is over. Devoted a lot of time to all those things. Now I want to take some time and I'm going to individually break down each one of these commits in videos for y'all. So starting with Eakin, the 2022 3-star receiver out of Stephenville. This guy was literally a hero. There's not a whole lot more you could do on the gridiron in high school football than what Eakin did at Stephenville. He led the country in receiving, over 2,000 yards, had 93 receptions, and a whole lot of touchdowns. But I think he saved his best for last in the Class 4A Division I state championship, in which he was the MVP. He caught a couple of touchdown passes, and then even one that was thrown at him in the end zone that was an errant throw from his quarterback that was intercepted. He hustled. Very Dan Beebe from the Buffalo Bills against Leon Lett in the Super Bowl. He hustled and caught the guy a little bit from behind and knocked the ball out into his teammate's hands, who scored a touchdown. So those kind of game-changing plays are how you win state championships. But he wasn't done there. They put him at safety to help in coverage. He intercepted a pass in the end zone. He also had a couple of really nice special teams. He recovered an onside kick. He covered a couple punts. Had some big tackles. He did just a little bit of everything in that game, and that's why he was the MVP of the state championship game. And that's also why he started picking up, at least a couple of pretty big offers. He picked up offers from TCU and Texas Tech, and he told me going into the weekend last week, or actually it'd be 2 weekends ago now, in which he visited, that he was down to UNT, TCU, and Texas Tech. And, there was even a crystal ball prediction in TCU's favor. And there were some talks that maybe Tech was offering a gray shirt, but he told me no gray shirts. So he was expected to sign Wednesday during the normal period after committing to Texas Tech last Saturday. But due to all this, winter stuff, the snow and the bad weather across the state, it was postponed until Monday. So he will be signing Monday. This is recorded the weekend before that Monday he signed. So you may be watching this, and he'd already signed with Texas Tech. But some people question, hey, this guy's really polarizing in terms of on the board and what I've seen on Twitter. Some people are really excited, he's a no-brainer offer, and some people were like, is this really, is he worthy of that offer? Well, I think he is. You watch his film, his senior highlights, and he dominated the Class 4A level, which, that's what you want. 4A used to be like most of us growing up, like what 3A was, and the competition isn't great, but it's not terrible either. I mean, there's some states that the biggest classification are on par with Texas 4A. So, but he's one of those guys who he looks bigger than the 6'2" he's listed at, and he looks faster than, I think he runs like a 4'7" or something like that. You don't see him get caught from behind very often, even against some good competition like in the playoffs. And he made heady plays. He is great in terms of the back shoulder fade or jump balls. I think that's going to translate even at the Big 12 level. I really do. Some guys just know how to play the game, and Coy is definitely one of those. I think he could develop. He needs to put a little bit of weight on him, just a little bit. And I think he'll be a good blocker, too, out on the edge at receiver. And that's what he told me, because there were some talks, hey, could he play in the secondary? And I never saw that. Some said maybe slot, which I can't see, but he's going to start at outside receiver at Texas Tech. He told me he's expected to, or he's going to report in June after signing on Monday. And, look, obviously with Zach Kittley coming in as offensive coordinator, they're going to have more 4 and 5 wide sets. There just are. Doesn't mean they're not going to, play some power football and run the ball at times, but they need more receivers. They have some good receivers on the roster, but they need more of them to do what they want to do in an air raid type or variation of Zach Kittley's offense. So I like it, especially for an add-in at the end of the cycle, which Texas Tech has had some pretty special players that were just throw-ins, if you will, at the end of recruiting cycles. I think he's a great addition. Like I said, MVP, most prolific receiver in the country of the 2022 class. And, the guy can obviously play football. So we'll see how it works out, but I think it was a great addition. Like I said, I'm going to have more of these videos moving forward over the next week or so, talking about all these commits that Texas Tech has received. Up next, I'm going to talk about actually Amarillo offensive lineman Eric Gray, who signed on Wednesday. Is one of several offensive linemen Texas Tech added during the offseason. So, and I think that's really important. That's definitely a goal for Coach Joey McGuire. So, hang with the channel, hang with Inside the Red Raiders. We're going to have a lot more content coming up on these recruits. So with that, I want to thank you for watching, and until next time.